David. Thank you everyone for coming. So as a lot of you know, this is an event to honor Nancy Payne, one of our very missed and beloved volunteers. And so we have her family here. We have her kids, Bailey and Katie, and the grandkids here, and we are going to be planting a tree in Aspire Park, which is the McMinnville Habitat for Humanity's park in our Aspire community development. And this whole area here will be developed with plants and trees and shelter and a playground and a basketball court, and this is something that will be here for as long as we're all here. So I'm really happy that we're able to plant this tree for Nancy. I'm going to have Mary Ann speak. She's the past executive director for Habitat for Humanity and knew Nancy well, and so she is going to, in much better words than I'd be able to, talk about Nancy and why we're here today.
That I knew her well. I know she's got a number of friends here who knew her far better than I did. Nancy, we can't really talk about her without involving her husband, Bob, who started out as the attorney for Habitat and did all the pro bono work that Habitat needed, working closely with Bernie Turner. And I'm probably thinking he worked with Erin Stevenson too when she took over. And I came after that. My experiences with Nancy were she was Miss Habitat or Mrs. Habitat around town. There wasn't anything that she would say no to, which I'll allude to in a little bit. She served on a number of committees for the organization, including fundraising, family partnership. And I don't know, Linda, if you remember, was she on Family Selection Committee?
I don't think so.
Okay, all right. But always involved with the families. She was a family partner, which at the time we had somebody paired up with a family as they were going through the process of becoming a Habitat family, and help walk them through and help them understand. She'd go to the family education classes that they were expected to attend to help them through that process. She was their advocate always and stayed close beyond the 1-year commitment that we would often that we had as the kind of the guideline for families to be, or for family partners to work with families. But she did other things. She'd help clean the houses. After the construction folks were through, she'd come in and help clean the houses and get them ready for the dedications. She also was involved in translating, and this is probably where I used her a bit, because I'd get a phone call or somebody would come in and I did not speak Spanish, and she was able to be that conduit between the office and lots of our families, not just the ones with whom she was partnered. She was involved with the Restore, working shifts in the Restore for a number of years. And probably my best memory of Nancy, because I was in more close contact with her during that time, was the trip that we took to Guatemala. Doug and Linda were on that, and I do have this favorite memory of wandering all over town looking for the school that she was going to be working at post-Habitat work. She was going to stay there and work with children. And we were wandering around, and I don't know that we ever did find it. No, but we got a good walk in that evening, and I think she was asked if she really knew where she was going, but we had a great time with her, and she always gave her all. I had a little email conversation with Ginny Crabtree, whom many of you know had a connection with Nancy. She says, "I can honestly say that there never was a time that someone asked her to do something that she would turn them down. Also, she often thought up things to improve the lives of our Habitat families and all people." Words that come to mind as I'm thinking about Nancy, are compassionate, sense of humor, big heart, and she walked the talk. That's what I always saw firsthand, and she was always about kids. So anyway, those are the things that I remember at this point. I noticed that things are not as clear as they were 20 years ago, but anyway, and I'm delighted to be a part of this today. Thank you. What, maybe it's that one. You like this game? Can you hold it when you drop?
You might ask them when they're done.
Yeah.
Get it after.
I kind of prefer child labor.
Come on, Jake.
All right.
Nice. We're not 14, so we're kind of we can't follow you.
You want to trade?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
He doesn't really want to learn.
Have a seat out back.
Don't worry, we're on the last one. Yeah. Not even.
Looks about right. So now, we can take some of this.
It's his favorite.
Put it all
Oh,
on.
good. Okay. We need a bulletproof one.
Keep going.
You have a future in vineyards.